Yo, this is Will Billy, Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. I'm here right now. I'm going to show you a new, it's not a new concept. It's a concept that a lot of the Norwegian bands have been doing for a long time. It's a flutter picking, basically of chords. It can be anything from your traditional power chord to an augmented type thing, anything really. And depending on how you kind of mute the chord, but at the same time you're running over the chord, it adds a different effect. Actually, one guitar player can almost sound like two because of what you're doing. But if you even have two guys, because I know a lot of guys, you know, a lot of new guys might have a two guitar band, that this it kind of almost gives like an evil synth distorted type thing, you know. Depending on what you're using, if you have like a little bit of chorus, maybe a little bit of a touch of slapback delay, it's a little bit, not enough to cloud it too much, but it sounds pretty big. Bands like Dimmu Borgir, Cradle of Filth, Mayhem, the list goes really long. I've been doing that for a long time, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what about this technique is. Let me show you the chords I'm doing. Right now, my pinky finger is on the A string, but it is on the 7th fret. My second finger is on the D string, and it's on the 5th fret. My first finger is on the G string, and it's on the 4th fret, which the chord sounds like this. So it already sounds kind of open and airy and kind of, I guess, somewhat gothic, because it's kind of got the harmonic kind of thing going on. But the whole technique is what this hand is basically doing. Now that you know where this hand, my fretting hand's doing, now I'm going to show you how this happens with picking hand. You use your palm to lightly mute, not to heavily mute, to lightly, because you want it to ring, because all of these things are starting to cycle and make this one big chord. So naturally this chord sounds like this. The flutter it. Like the sweep picking thing, a sweep picking technique, but we're just holding on the chord as opposed to playing the individual notes and pulling fingers off. It's like an intense strumming. Now I'm going to move this form around a little bit, and you can see, you can hear what it actually sounds like once you apply it to like maybe moving the same structure or other chords around. Last example, I was doing the figure, fluttering the chord, but actually I was also accenting with an E chord with upstrokes. To kind of give you an idea of what that is, it's like the fluttering, which is just back and forth. For this, because it's the same structure as far as that chord, I'm alternating the flutter with accents with upstrokes. So. I'm bouncing twice of the upstroke and then finishing with the flutter. using that idea and traveling with it a little bit, keeping the same concept as far as fluttering and upstrokes to accent whatever melodic idea you may have. I'll show you right now. So now moving it to have the same format as far as my fingers that I had on the A string. I'm moving it down to the E string and doing the same thing. Basically what I'm doing is just catching the groove and moving the shape around, laying on the E5 to accent, to open it up. But like I said, you can use it in any kind of combination that you want. But what's really easy is just like when you're practicing fluttering, it's just kind of like sweep picking. Just make sure that you're just hitting the notes that you want. One thing with this technique is that it's not so much in your fretting hand, it's a lot comes to your picking hand. Lightly palm muting helps substantially when giving dynamics to these type of phrases. I'm palm muting the lowest note, the first note. Where it doesn't ring. See, it rings like that, but well, one thing that's really cool with this is like if you have another player in your band or that you jam with, to have them play something over, not just a solo, but to actually even add on to whatever chord you're doing and both do it together or in opposites, you're gonna come up with all kinds of really cool ideas. There aren't a lot of bands that are doing like that stuff. You know, the Norwegian guys have it locked, and you know, there are a lot of death metal and black metal bands down here that they're doing as well, but maybe the new guys, you know, maybe you don't quite know where to start or whatnot, but working on this technique, taking your time, like anything else, you don't want to strain your hands and all that, but it's just like working out and developing muscles, man. It takes some patience and dedication, but once you get in the groove of it, your imagination and stumbling blocks are to become a thing of the past, and being very creative will be a thing of present and the future. And just like I said, stay very patient when you're working on these. Start slow. I know the genre is fast, but you have to start slow and work your way up to speed. Yngwie was not built in one day. You know, like I said, just take your time, use your imagination, make sure that the notes sound out right, and hopefully I'll see you out there and, you know, in one of these clubs or whatnot and throwing down, and I'll be like, yeah, right on, show me that. Yo, this is Willbilly Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. Check out the website, man. There are like multiple hundreds of videos.
Over 600.
Over 600 videos,
and
man.
Growing.
And 600 videos and growing. That's like Blockbuster, man. But it's Chopbuster, dog. Chops. You're gonna learn some stuff. Learned you good. But for real, this is Willbilly Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. We'll see you soon. Thank you.